Good to see you. It's a bit of a change, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome to this prestigious location here in the Golf Links estate of Glen Waverley. Buyers, it is an exciting opportunity. First time offered to the market, substantial allotment of land, some wonderful add-ons and some up value here in terms of the plans and the permits and the work that the owners have done in providing you, the buyer, with plenty of options moving forward. And I think that's the key when you're looking at securing real estate in any location, in any market. Having options and having flexibility with what you choose to do with the property is definitely something that puts properties and ranks properties higher in the list. And when you look at the list of features and the opportunities that are here, together with the plans that the owners have created, that certainly gives you that broad list of options for your bidding and competition here today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Davies. I'll be your auctioneer here today. One of my business partners, Darryl Wickham, a chairman and lead agent within the Ray White Group, and our team are here to represent the vendors today. You can see Maggie across the road, you can see Alan, you can see Lee Morris, and they're all here, buyers, to make your life simple, to write the bids down and to give yourself the best opportunity to bid and to purchase the property today. We describe as 2 Crosby Drive, Glen Waverley, a price to be determined under the auction conditions. If you are the successful bidder today, a deposit equaling 10% of the price you bid and buy for is what you need to bring forward. And then the owners, they will be flexible with settlement. 60 to 90 days is the preference. Flexibility available on that. If you talk to Darryl or the team, if you need some additional flexibility with time, then we can quickly confer that to the owner and get their decision prior to getting underway. But 60 to 90 days, we've had that clarified as an acceptable term here today. You'll be bidding in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for your inspection before the start of today's auction. The most important rule is that we can't accept late bids or offers, ladies and gentlemen. If you're here to purchase the property, make sure you get your bid in nice and quick. Make sure you are the highest bidder. Put yourself in a position where we can see you so that you give yourself that best chance to purchase the property. Because once we've declared the property sold, we can't reopen the bidding and call for new offers today. It sells to the highest bidder, of course, subject to our vendor's reserve price. If I need to place any bids on behalf of the vendor, I'm the only person that can do that, and vendor bids are the words that I'll use to indicate that I've done so here today. Buyers, the key words you want to listen out for are on the market, because if you hear me say those words again, it means we've reached an acceptable price, and from that point on, today's highest bidder shall be the purchaser. And why wouldn't you be excited, ladies and gentlemen? An absolutely beautiful winter's morning here in the heart of Glen Waverley secondary catchment. Easy access up to Pinewood, easy access back up to Glen Waverley. And for those that are living locally, I'm sure you'll agree, as I've had the benefit of being a local for many years, being adjacent to the Scotchman's Creek Trail and being able to get out for a lovely walk and to get amongst nature, you really do feel like you are not in the hub of central metropolitan Melbourne, where you can commute to the city on the bike train, get up to Sindel Station or to Glen Waverley and hop in the train and be into the city in just 30 minutes, buyers. You feel when you're on that Scotchman's Creek Trail like you've gone on a holiday, and you've got this wonderful landscape that surrounds you that you don't have to maintain, but you can enjoy each and every day that you're here living in Crosby Drive, buyers. The home itself, as I said, some flexible options have been created by the owners. Plans and permits have been on display and available for 2 luxury side-by-side townhouses, roughly about 30 squares each, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms for the other buyers. But the simply outstanding family home that sits here, large proportions, living areas both upstairs and downstairs, beautifully maintained gardens, just simply a lovely home to move straight into and enjoy. And of course, like all established real estate, there's an opportunity for you to personalise and to make this your own, ladies and gentlemen. But the first step in that process, the first piece of that exciting next stage and jigsaw puzzle here at Crosby Drive is to purchase the property. We're going to give you that opportunity now, ladies and gentlemen. Opening bidder offer to get us underway, number 2, Crosby Drive, here in Glen Waverley. Buyers, where do we start? Where do we go here today? We're in your hands at opening bid. Offer to get us underway. I don't mind the start. We're in your hands. Don't mind where we start here today. As I said, the team are here to write the bids down, to make it straightforward here today, buyers. Opening bid, what do we say?
1.5 here.
1.5, welcome at $1,500,000. Good luck with your bidding and competition today, buyers. Let's roll together an easy $20,000 rise from there. At $1,500,000 and 20 to go here. At 20's bid, Alan, got to be on top now at 40 in the rise. At $1,520,000. 550, strong bidding there. At 550, small and 70 now, what do you say? At 50's the call at 70 here. At 70's bid, Alan, do we go up at 20 or to straight to 1.6? At 1.6, and that's the way to buy. At 1.6 the call and 20 to go here, or anywhere at all. It's gone quite quickly, buys. At 6 is the call at 20, would you say? I'll take your 10, we'll go together there. At 10's bid, do we go 20 now? At 6, 10 and 20 now. At 20 in the rise. At 6.20 is the call, 10,000 or better bid. At $1,620,000, locked away there at 6.20 the call. At 6.20 all the actions here. The team are here to help you across the road, of course. At $1,620,000. Are we all done and finished? At $1,620,000 once. At $1,620,000, the bidding is there. At $1,620,000 against you earlier. New bidding welcome, of course. At $1,620,000 leaves. Or anything happening across the road? At $1,620,000. Won't take you 5 at this stage. At 6.20 is the number to beat in 10,000 or better bid. At $1,620,000 the call. $1,620,000. Alan, sir, you hold the highest bid there. At $1,620,000. 30 and 40 do we say, Al? At 40. 40 now. At 40 and maybe we get some instructions, Darryl, if you wouldn't mind. At 6.40 is the call. At 6.40 is the bid. Mangy will give you some assistance there across the road if you need. At $1,640,000. Is that our best? Are we all done? At $1,640,000 once. Second call. At $1,640,000. Do we see anyone back in for 10 or better offer here this morning? At $1,640,000. Well, call away third and final time. No further bid buyers. $1,640,000. I'll pause the auction just for a moment. I'll go and get some instructions with Darryl and I'll come back in just a minute or so. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience here today. For those that are waiting for the magical words and the instructions on the market, we are at that point at $1,640,000. If you've been waiting the wings, waiting for the time to bid. Now we are playing for keeps from this point on. The highest bidder shall be the purchaser here today, sir. That's currently you at $1,640,000. We've had some bidding here as well. I know there's potentially other interest here today, buyers. This is the time to get your bid in today. At $1,640,000, biddings here on the right-hand side. At $1,640,000, need to know your instructions from this point, buyers. At $1,640,000, the call. At $1,640,000, we're bid here on the right. At $640,000, if you've just arrived, we are on the market and selling away to the best bidder from this point. At $1,640,000, are we all done? 10% down today, 60 to 90 days, vacant possession settlement. All the wonderful attributes here at number 2 Crosby Drive. At $1,640,000, you'll have 3 calls and that'll be your opportunity to get your bid in today. At $1,640,000, Lee and Mangy, let me know if there's bidding today, please. At $1,640,000 is the call. Happy to take a $5,000 rise if that helps. At $1,640,000. Sure. Are we all done here? $1,640,000. It went quite quickly to this point. I'm giving you plenty of opportunity now, buyers. At $1,640,000. Just waiting on Lee's instructions there. At $1,640,000 is the call. Well, call away once. At $1,640,000 here. All done there, Darryl? Yeah. All done. $1,640,000. Need to know, buyers. Second call, all done and finished at $1,640,000. $1,640,000 here. Is there further bidding? $1,640,000. Sure. $1,640,000. Sure. Won't keep you too long. I appreciate your patience. $1,640,000. Darryl and Lee, if you can let us know, please. At $1,640,000 and Mangy, of course. Happy in 2.5 or even $1,000 in the rise if that tempts you. Beautiful allotment of land, some plans and permits, some hard work's been done. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, prime central location. At $1,640,000. Darryl and Lee, in fairness, the highest bidder we will need to know. At $1,640,000 once. At $1,640,000.
Pig.
Second time. Lee and Darryl, if you wouldn't mind, $1,640,000. Let me know your instructions there. $1,640,000. Can't wait any longer at $1,640,000. You've heard it now, third and final time. All done. It looks like we've got the best, unless there's further bidding here today. At $1,640,000, we sell away $1,640,000 once, twice. Third and final call. We are selling. We are sold, and congratulations. Well purchased here today to our underbidders and our crowd. Thanks for attending the auction here today, and have a great weekend. Thank you. Well done.